Do not let me down, Ivan. I better not see any insolence or any signs of missing rations of vodka when I get back.
Oh, no, Commissar, don't worry. We have things under control here. I promise I will keep the men in check and nothing shall happen.
Do you remember what happened to the other camp officer who betrayed my trust?
Oh, yes, of course. Bogdan, I remember. We all miss him very much, but he made a mistake, of course, Commissar.
Do not take my lack of action as weakness, Ivan. I trust you understand the seriousness of the circumstances you have found yourself in being promoted. In such short notice, that is.
Oh, of course, Commissar. It is my pleasure. I am proud to serve Madrusha and to make sure that the fight must go on against the evildoers.
Yes. Now I trust if everything goes well, perhaps you shall get another promotion. But if for anything to go wrong, you might end up being the meal of my two compatriots here. So don't let me down, Ivan. And perhaps there's a bright future for you. Now, we must head off and take care of the local rebels. I trust you got this under control, Ivan.
Oh, yes! Isn't that right, man?
Now forward! March! Time to take down the rebel scum.
Alright, you heard him, man. No screwing up this time, right? Oh, yes. Ivan, I don't think you're gonna be making it very long in this position. You! Shut the hell up! You don't know what you're talking about. Now listen to me. I want everyone to take... Wait, what the hell was that?
Everyone, get down! Bombers! Take cover!
Preparatory bombardment going off, with Japanese dive bombers taking aim at the Soviet troops down below. And most of the units here getting a smattering of either 1 or 2 pins. As you can see, the left side got hammered pretty hard here by these bombers.
Is everybody okay? Take positions. Something tells me there's an attack coming. Get ready.
With the dust settling after the Japanese dive bombers making their runs, the Soviet troops here start preparing for the oncoming attack, and Ivan here orders his veterans on the left to go in ambush and take an order test. I want you guys to cover the flank that way, alright? Make sure nobody pushes up from around the side. And after successfully passing their order test, they go in ambush and remove one of the pins as well. Hey, you up there with the Ziviro boy! Face it that way for any incoming armor! So next, the PTRD anti-tank gun crew is going to go in ambush, but unfortunately, they're still a little spooked after being dive bombed. So now the Type 6 Kai Kiho light walker is moving on to the board now, and is taking aim with its autocannon and machine guns. The double MMGs are firing at the platoon commander, and the autocannon at the anti-tank team above. What the hell is that thing? Get down! Walker's shooting its Shibiru cannon first, and scoring 2 hits on the anti-tank team, but with 1 successful save in the hard cover, only one of them is taken out. Twin MMGs firing now. but with little effect, only scoring a pin. Soviets are up now. Platoon commander is going to scurry inside that building and try and get some hard cover and get away from the guns of that light walker. Getting an advance order here.
Get the hell inside!
They move their way inside the building.
Oh, go! Get in! Go!
Soviets are up again, and this veteran squad here with rifles is going to try and make its way inside the hangar here, but they need to pass an order test first with 1 pin. Luckily, being veterans and being so close to the platoon commander, they are able to pass the order test and make their way inside the warehouse.
Want them!
Successfully making it into the warehouse, they should be able to dodge a lot of the incoming fire. The Japanese are up next, and a veteran infantry squad, all equipped with Shibiru rifles, has made their way into this little forest area and are looking to take aim at the anti-tank rifle team on the ground.
Nerete! Pyro!
Anti-tank rifle team going down in response.
They're coming behind us! Get down!
But those Shibiru rifles are doing quite a lot of work here, and unfortunately, they get taken out.
Shine!
So next up, the Type 97 Chiha Shibiru tank is moving on to the board here, and is looking to take aim with its deadly Shibiru cannon right at those veterans equipped with the SMGs.
Hold your ground, men! We are heroes of the Soviet Union!
Choosing not to expend any rift dice, and only scoring 1 hit with a successful save, and the machine guns proving not to do much work, only leads to 1 pin on the veterans with the SMGs.
Don't worry, men. Hold steady. Don't forget, we are heroes of the motherland. Ah! Shokai. Odo.
A ghost attack squad is moving on to the board now, equipped with Shibiru rifles, and they are going to be taking aim at the veterans with the SMGs. Shooting their Shibiru rifles here. But having moved onto the board, having a hard time steadying their aim, and only managing a couple hits, the toughness of the veterans and their cover has proven to be too much for the Ghost Squad. Surviving the volley of fire, the heroes of the motherland here are going to be finally sprinting their ambush, with only one of the troops being able to see that veteran squad with Shibiru rifles. But he takes aim with his SMG and manages to take one out.
I got one!
End of turn 1 here, and all the units with their expended rift dice rolling their dice to see if they get active ones, and if not, they go back in the bag. Forgetting that the Soviet heroes of the motherland actually have a point of guts, we're going to put that next to them. At the start of turn 2 here, the Soviet rule, Harmonic Resonance, sending out a wave of dubstep, and Hardboss is going to be attempting to put some pins, but only managing to put 1 pin on the veteran squad with Shibiru rifles. Finding themselves being the constant target for all of the Japanese troops here, the veterans in the center are going down in response to the Japanese Ghost Squad taking aim with their Shibiru rifles at them again.
Get down! Take cover!
Moving forward for a better shot, the Ghost Squad moves up and takes aim with its Shibiru rifles.
Yoteki, Haro.
Starting off with the 1 ghost troop that is within 6 inches for the added bonus. and then the rest of the Shibiru rifles coming in. And for each hit, it counts as an additional hit here, so they are quite deadly. Even with some hard cover saves, they still lose 2 of the veterans of the Heroes of the Motherland. Japanese platoon commander coming in now in exosuit armor and taking aim with his light machine gun. Again, the Heroes of the Motherland in the center being the target. But only scoring 1 hit, only leading to an additional pin on those veterans. The Type 6 Light Walker now moving up and getting an even better angle on those veterans. No cover for them this time. And also taking aim at the platoon commander inside the building.
Damn it! We need to take this walker out! It's going to kill all of us!
Commander, I don't know how much more of this we could take. We need to move.
Machine guns having very little effect here due to the resilience of the Heroes of the Motherland, and the Shibiru cannon falling short of taking out anyone in the building.
Hold your ground. Do not let them take an inch.
Creeping through the grass ever so slowly, a Japanese sniper team makes their way from the edge of the board and takes aim at the platoon commander inside the building, looking to get rid of some of their resources and high command.
Imawan te shitemasu. Yokoro Goku.
But the building proves to be too hard to get a clean, accurate shot on the platoon commander. And now the Soviet Kazakh Light Walker, equipped with an autocannon and MMG, attempts to move on the board. But apparently it wasn't time for it to come on the board yet.
Your dice suck, bro.
So now the T-34 ZP medium tank with its Zukioi projector and MMG attempting to come on the board. This time being much more heroic than the Kazakh Light Walker. And at first was moving on to take a shot at the side of this Chiha medium tank, but realizing that the damage pen wasn't going to be that good, and instead took aim at the squad of ghost troops sitting behind the hangar. Zukioi projector first, only managing 1 hit after moving, and scoring a successful wound, if you will, but the hard cover of the hangar providing too much to penetrate. And machine guns next, but unfortunately is not able to penetrate the ghost armor. So the sniper rifle team equipped with the anti-tank rifle up on the roof now is activating and attempting to take fire at the Light Walker down below, passing its order test and scoring a successful hit as well. Unfortunately, isn't able to penetrate the armor on the Light Walker and only manages a pin.
Blad, that thing is too tough.
So the Type 97 Chiha medium tank activating now, first turning its turret around and then about face and charging right into the Soviet tank to get a point-blank shot here with its Shibiru cannon. Hitting on 3. With the damage roll of a 4, the Soviet armor proves to be too tough, only resulting in a pin. Now the Japanese battle-framed armored infantry squad moving in with their Shibiru rifles. Pretty cheeky play here, and they're going to get right up behind the Soviet tank, unleashing their Shibiru rifles, expending a rift dice right into the rear armor of the Soviet tank where it's weakest. So managing a couple hits here, and each hit causes an additional hit. So these rifles are pretty deadly. So we may have actually done this wrong, because I believe with the crushed weapons, you're supposed to add them all together. But either way, we got 2 damage rolls here, 1 superficial, 1 full pen, both leading to the same result though. So leading to the Soviet tank being taken out by the Shibiru rifles. So next up, the Japanese assault frame armored infantry squad running onto the board and taking position behind the tower here, ready for a charge next turn.
Order!
So now the rest of the dice in the bag are all Soviet, so we're going to be going here with all of the Soviet units that are off the board and haven't activated. Ursus infantry coming in off the board and making a run activation to get themselves closer to that walker. And then being within 6 inches of the platoon commander in the building, they are now able to activate again and run and charge into that Kehoe light walker. Because they activated their rift dice, they have fast, and they have +3 to their armor penetration. Piling into the walker here now. The way that it works, before the bears can activate, the walker gets to attack first with its legs with auto hits, so it's going to be rolling to wound or damage here. Successfully scoring 2 wounds, but the bears have hard to kill on 5-ups. So now the bears are going to be attacking with 12 attacks, hitting on 5s and 6s because the walker's moving. Making a damage roll by adding it all together, and they are able to jam the turret. So adding some pins, and the walker cannot move its turret. So now immediately fighting again. The walker scoring 1 wound, but the bears are proving very hard to kill with their ability. And now they are attacking again because it's ongoing combat. So they, this time scoring 5 hits, adding it all together. And they just need to not roll a 1. With a roll of a 4-up, it's going to be 2 damage rolls here, leading to the walker being taken out. So the Ursus infantry now getting a regroup after taking this walker out of combat and getting 3 inches movement towards the assault frame infantry troops behind the tower. And in response, Rev puts the order dice for the assault frame infantry squad back in the bag using guts from his platoon commander. So now a 10-man squad of Moraz Ghoul are moving in off the board right behind the Japanese armored frame infantry squad and open up with their SMGs. Being within point blank, only needing 3s after moving on the board. And the fact that they have 30 shots, I had to roll these dice a couple times here. Needing a 6 to take out any of the assault frame infantry, they managed to take out 2, being that they have no cover. The veteran squad with the SMGs, labeled as the Heroes of the Motherland, rallying in the center now to remove the 5 or 6 pins that they have on them, and successfully doing so. So now the veteran squad with the rifles that ran into that hangar on the right there are going to be firing all of their basic rifles at the Japanese Ghost Squad. Scoring a couple hits and managing to actually take out 2 of them. So after putting the order dice back in the bag and mixing things up for the Soviets, the assault frame infantry pull their dice and are now charging out from behind the tower into the Ursus infantry. Now the bears still have their +3 AP till the end of turn, but the assault frame infantry squad has quite a lot of attacks here. Now surprisingly, they both get 5 wounds each. The bears roll in their tough to kill, but unfortunately only save 2, so all 3 bears are taken out, and the Japanese win the combat.
Cine, ¿cómo no?
So with a growl and roar echoing through the woods and camp here, Commissar Gregor Drugov makes his way onto the board with his 2 bodyguards, expending one of their rift dice to activate their Ursine Fury, getting their fast and also their +3 to their AP on their attacks. Then using a point of Gregor's guts to activate again, charging straight into the Japanese medium tank and unleashing a fury of blows upon it.
Bring it down!
12 attacks with AP3 here, and we're going to be adding all the successful hits together into a single damage roll. I'm only managing to score 3 hits here, but adding those together for a singular roll. Unfortunately, with a 1 doesn't do it, but with ongoing combat, they attack again. This time scoring 4 hits, so adding that all together. And with the result of a 4, rolling on the full damage table here, and the medium Japanese tank is taken out.
You fools! Quickly, we must clear the camp.
So now regrouping with a 5-inch movement here towards the ghost troops. And looking to spend a point of guts here, put the dice back in the bag so Commissar Drugov can charge straight into those ghosts.
Cut them down to pieces.
But first, the veteran infantry squad, laying in ambush in the trees, springs their own charge, screaming Banzai as they run out straight into Gregov and his bodyguards.
Banzai!
Even with their heroic charge and the bugler trying his best to motivate his squad. Going into combat here. The Ursus infantry ended up doing quite a lot of damage and actually losing a bear with their hard to kill failed roll. Yeah, bears! The bears successfully take out the entire squad over 2 rounds of combat and only taking a single casualty. So now with that minor inconvenience out of the way, Commissar Drugov is activating again after putting his dice back in the bag using his guts and charging straight into the Japanese ghost squad. Again, having Ursine Fury to the end of the turn is extremely strong. And with +3 AP, they managed to take out the entire ghost squad.
You are next.
Using their last point of guts, Commissar Drugov charges straight into the Japanese platoon commander who led this ambush on his camp and looks to get revenge. And cuts down the Japanese platoon commander with ease, getting a 1-inch regroup after that as well. End of turn 2 here, moving to turn 3 now. So now the Kazakh Lightwalker, seeing their Commissar essentially wipe out half of the Japanese forces in one go, finally gets the cojones to move on at the board and takes aim with its light autocannon and MMGs into the assault frame infantry squad. But only manages a singular pin. So Commissar Drugov activating now out of guts, but activating his rift dice for the Ursine Fury and charging straight into those Japanese snipers that were laying in the grass.
You think you could hide from me?
Making sure to pass their order test first. And after making quick work of the Japanese snipers, regrouping 4 inches towards the assault frame infantry squad. So the platoon commander squad is going down in the building to try and reduce any threat of them getting wiped out. And now the battle frame infantry squad is activating, pulling their rift dice out and rolling it. And they are going to be fleeing, trying to move away from the Moraz Ghoul, which I don't blame them, and get some shots on some easier targets, like the platoon commander in the building. Shooting their Shibiru rifles, but only managing a single pin on the platoon commander squad. So now, finally, the heroes of the motherland, proving their might, moving into point-blank range, and all equipped with RPGs, finally seeing the chance to use them.
We are the heroes of the motherland. We will teach you what the power of the Soviet Union is all about. Ah! Light 'em up, boys!
Rolling to see how many RPGs we can fire, and luckily we get all 4. Needing 3s to hit here, and managing to successfully take out 3 of the assault frame infantry squad. So the lone assault frame Japanese infantry rolling here for his order, and is heroically charging into battle, seeing if he can take out as many of the veterans as he can.
Banzai!
Using agility and skills, he dips and dives through the veterans and gets behind them for an opportune attack.
Wakaramashita.
But showing their prowess, the heroes of the motherland managed to successfully get as much damage in as the Japanese assault infantry and successfully hold their ground with their morale test.
Long live the motherland! Take that, you demons! Yeah!
Moraz Ghoul activating now, pulling their dice out of the bag, and they are going to be charging right into the remaining armored infantry with the Shibiru rifles. And due to the sheer numbers of the Moraz Ghoul and their SMGs, there's going to be 20 attacks coming in. And with 4 successful wounds going through, the last of the Japanese troops are taken out. And with that, the Soviet forces are the victors today in today's game, which is the story scenario number 5, Surrounded, from the narrative mission rules in the Konflikt 47 rulebook. So the idea is that the Russian forces have half of their units surrounded at the beginning of the battle, kind of deployed in the center. The Japanese forces using half of their units at the start to come in, and after that, the rest of the units from both armies can come in from anywhere on the board. But we had a lot of fun playing this game, and hopefully you enjoy it. We'll be continuing some more narrative missions in this sort of more cinematic or story style, if you will. I will say we both had a lot of fun with this game, even though it ended on turn 2. The Japanese put up quite a fight, but Commissar Drugov is quite a formidable opponent with his guts being able to go again.
Ivan!
Oh, Commissar, how's it going? I didn't see you. I was fighting gloriously on the battlefield. What I saw was you hiding in that building. What? No, of course. I was commanding, making sure my men were putting up a good fight. Yes, well, perhaps you've gotten lucky this time, but I suggest next time we don't even end up in this situation in the first place.
Of course, Commissar. Of course. You are always right. Always right.
All right, well, my name is Mike from Mike Rolls Dice. Hopefully you enjoyed. Shout out to my friend Rev for coming and playing as always. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel or leave a like on the video or comment if you enjoyed. That always helps with the analytics and helps with the channel and all that. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check out the channel. We have a ton of different Conflict 47 and other wargaming stuff here on the channel. Well, until next time, keep rolling high on your dice.